It's a pleasure to be joined now by Mick Terrell, the world heavyweight champion. And we've also got Paul Venis, who just made his debut at the last show. An unbelievable performance from yourself.
Yeah, thank you, mate. It couldn't have went any better, to be fair. We stuck to the game plan and never got it. Come out without a scratch, still looking pretty. Yeah, can't fault it. What are you laughing at?
Magic mirrors, yeah, like.
Mick, as you predicted, Lorenzo Hunt, it was over and done with pretty quickly. You done a real number on him, didn't you? I don't think he'll be coming back to heavyweight.
You know that fight, I mean, I'm usually quite quick at having sex, and I've had sex longer than that fight. That's how quick that fight was.
I've heard.
I'm hoping to catch up with Lorenzo at Cruiserweight eventually, once I rack a few wins up, take over the UK scene, and then I'll do a quicker job than Mick did. In the sack, I mean.
I think when Lorenzo comes off that trend, he might just be a middleweight.
Paul, is there any news with yourself at the moment? Have you got anything booked in, any fights coming up?
Not at the moment, no, but there's talks about end of November, beginning of December, maybe. I'm looking to get back out. Yeah, November, end of November, I think.
Excellent. And Mick, a lot of talk going on about you and Ben Rothwell meeting, having a straightener, getting it all out there. Is that still the case?
I think it's the only feasible option, I don't think there's a lot of other options left there for us. I think the weight's going to go up. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a super heavyweight fight. I'm not sure what's happening with him. Sure, I've just seen that he's suspended for 6 months or something, so I'm guessing that's going to be later in the year. But I'll wait for that suspension to be up, and then I'm guessing we'll be punching each other in the face.
Do you know what he's been suspended for?
I've got no idea. I actually texted Ben the other day. He was as surprised as me, so he doesn't know neither. I think that's a problem with these commissions. They don't actually tell you. You know what I mean? They just wake up one day and you're suspended.
Mark Hunt's been calling you out as well. Is that a fight that you'd love to have in the future?
Mark Hunt would be the dream fight for me. Obviously, being a kickboxer, I think Paul's the same. Being kickboxers, I'm guessing you were the same. You looked up to Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt is the name that I would really love to fight,
The king of the walkout knockout, isn't he? Walk-off knockout.
He's got some tremendous knockouts, and I'd just like to feel the power, really, see what it's actually like. I mean, I might be lying on my back straight after, but it'd be nice to feel it.
How does it feel to be the man that's been chased by everyone now? You've chased the belt yourself for so long, and now you're on top. Everyone's chasing you.
I don't know. I think, when it actually happens to you, it's just an ordinary day, It's, you always think this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And then, I don't know, I think you just take it in your stride. It's like, yeah, I'm the world champion. Everyone wants to beat us up. I get messages every day now. I want to fight, I want to do this, I want to do that. Some of them you laugh at, some of them are just laughable. Some of them are quite serious, and when the time comes, I never say no to a fight. I don't pick who I fight. Feldman will just say, you're fighting this one at that time, at that place, and I'll say no problem.
I know you say anytime, any place. Would you like to fight in the UK with the belt, for the UK belt?
It honestly doesn't bother me. As people going, I fought all over the world, really. Doesn't, as long as I get to punch someone in the face, I'm quite happy where it is. I don't care where it is.
Any questions from...
Who does Paul Venis want next? You surely got a name in your mind that you want to have next in the BKFC. Which cruiserweight is that?
In an ideal world, I'd just love to just jump the queue and jump straight in for Carl Thompson. That would have been a perfect fight for me, perfect ideal. Because I don't think I'm going to be sticking around long. Maybe 2 or 3 years. So I'd love to be fast-tracked to that #1 spot, and then, be on the same path as Mick one day. That's the dream. That's where I want to be, and I want to do it as fast and as ferocious as possible. I've got tremendous respect for Carl. I think, he's probably the best fight out there, the toughest fight out there. And I'd love to test myself against him, and I do think I've got the ability to beat him. But anyone in the top 5 would be perfect. It's like Mick just said there. I'll fight anyone. I'll never say no to a fight. Whoever they want me to fight, I'll fight. Simple as that. But yeah.
And the man sat next to you, Mick Terrell, obviously he's a great example of what you can achieve in BKFC. Obviously he's won the World Championship. He's going over Ireland with Conor McGregor and doing all these great things. So is Mick someone sort of you look up to?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. You know, I've known Mick for a long time now. Know for the K1 world. You know, followed his journey, followed his path. You know, it's inspiring. You know, to see that someone from our area can reach the top and be where he's at now. You know, it sort of gives you faith and hope that you can follow in that type of footsteps. It's if he can do it, I can do it. You know, it fills you with hope and inspiration to think that I can do that. Mick's one of the reasons why I'm fighting that cruiserweight, because I don't want to fight that big bastard at heavyweight. So, yeah. Plus, I've sparred with him, so I know fucking hard he fights. Yeah. So.
Is there any chance of you going down in the cruiserweight division anytime soon?
No.
Double champ.
I'll join a different organisation.
The champ.
Do you know what it is? I've often said that my wife hates it when I get thin, and she likes it chunky. That's what she says. But I think if I fight Rothwell, I think that's definitely going to be super heavyweight. But like cruiserweight would be easy enough. I was a cruiserweight. Like in fact, I think I would be light cruiserweight. When I first thought I was a light cruiserweight, I just like eating. You know what I mean? Like I know people are saying if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm just a local kid from a council estate. I had nothing really grown up, and if I can do it, anyone can. I didn't start boxing until I was like 28, 29. I know I was a kickboxer from 24, but I think I had my first boxing fight at 28, 29. So if I can do it, anyone can. You've just got to be focused, get in the gym and actually train. And that's what I say to everyone as well, just don't go with your pal. If your pal's saying, oh, I can't make it, just still go. There's a gym full of people to train with. Just get yourself in. I think boxing, as long as you can take a shot, that's the main thing. If you've got the heart to take a shot and realise you're not made of glass and you can throw your hands, you'll do well in this game. You've just got to train hard. I always say the difference between a good fight and a great fight is fitness. If you're fit, you'll do well.
Yeah, and talking about that super heavyweight fight with Ben Rothwell, because there's a limit, isn't there, on the heavyweight championship when you're fighting for the belt. So are they going to bring a new belt out for this?
I'm still not sure what's going on. I know Ben, when I was on your show with Ben, Ben's trying to make out that it's me. It's 100% not me. Ben knows it's not me. After that last fight I had with Lorenzo, I spoke to Ben in the corridor after the show. I says, looks like it's me and you. Ben says, I don't think so. They're going to make a new weight division for me. So he knows it's not me. The weight limit is 265. So that's the way. I cannot help the weight. It's like me going down to a middleweight and saying, I want to fight you for your belt. But I'm going to still be heavyweight, but it's just a number. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what Ben's basically trying to do. Ben is too fat for heavyweight. And there's no ifs, buts getting around it. He needs to either lose weight or start a new weight category.
Well, we recently spoke with you, and you mentioned Nick as part of one of the main motivations. Is it how did that go? Do you remember the first time when he came and sparred with you? How bad did he look? How good did he look? And how much did he improve when you saw him perform?
I've known Paul for a long while. Obviously, we're only 30 miles apart. Paul actually knocked out my pal. Cannon, can you remember that?
Yeah.
Paul came up to Newcastle and knocked my pal out. So, but what I did like about the fight after, you come out a word with me and Cannon after the thing, you were very humble about the win. So I think I've liked Paul since then. Usually you get fighters, when they knock someone out like, I've fucking smashed you all over and this, that and the other. Paul, didn't you? Were very humble when you come.
I think you actually pointed that out and you said I was expecting you to be a bit of a dick.
I did say that. Yeah,
I did say that.
I mean, at the time you were a heavyweight and I was a cruiserweight. At the time,
right,
rules reversed. Now I'm fat and he's thin.
There was actually talks of me and you fighting on, was it you were going to come up or? There was a poster got done, wasn't there?
I think it was your brother contacted Wieldy, wasn't it?
That's right.
So I think at the time I was about 100 kilo. I think you were about the same.
Yeah. Fuck, that never happened.
So obviously I agreed. I never say no to a fight.
Yeah, I was the same, to be fair. But.
So that just never happened. But I think that's the other thing as well. When you see people, like in the fight game, when they say, "Oh, I think I might swerve this fight or swerve that fight." No, you just fight anyone. I don't give a fuck who it is, Mike. I think I'll give anybody a hard fight. I don't care who you are. I'll go in. If I don't beat you, I'll give you a right problem. And as long as I get a punch you in the face, I'll be sound as a pound, Mike.
I think that he's pointed out perfect there. That's how when I've got involved in the bare knuckle, I just convinced myself that, look, at the end of the day, I know what I'm capable of, and whoever's in front of me, they'll be in for a long night. Win, lose or draw, I'm a tough fight for anyone. And it's similar what Mick's saying there. I'll never say no to a fight ever in my life. I don't care what the reputation is, what they've accomplished. All I know is if you can't stop me, then you're in for a long night. It's as simple as that. And I don't believe there's anyone that'll ever stop me from coming forward or putting me out, especially at Cruiserweight anyway. But I just know that I'm a tough fight for anyone, so I'll never say no to anyone.
Just got another question for Mick. With the suspension that's just been come to surface with Ben Rothwell, if there's a possibility that that fight doesn't happen, I know you'd fight anyone, but what other fighters in the heavyweight division would you like to defend your belt against?
There's that new. I've seen the Cuban lad.
Perdomo.
Oh, he looks tremendous. He's a great mover. I think he's short though, and he's like 5'10", 5'11", but he looks good. He moves well. Yeah. I think he's young as well, so I think possibly in time he'll be a future champion.
Yeah.
When I've watched him, he moves very well. I think the Rothwell fight's 100% going to happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Rothwell's one of the boys. He's the same as us. He doesn't care. He'll fight anyone. So I actually like Ben as well. When you talk to him, he's a cool cat. Yeah. So I think that fight will 100% happen.
The card is stacked. Tierney versus Graham for the title. Download the app and get your tickets now.